Green Chef makes eating well easy with plans to fit every lifestyle. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals, Green Chef offers a range of recipes to suit your preferences. Green Chef's pre-portioned ingredients mean you'll actually reduce your food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery shopping as well. With fresh produce, premium proteins, and organic ingredients you can trust, Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. As a working mom, I need Green Chef. Sometimes I literally don't have the mental capacity to think about dinner. But honestly, Green Chef takes all the brain work out of it. Green Chef makes cooking easy so you can spend less time stressing and more time enjoying delicious home-cooked meals. Go to greenchef.com/think130 and use the code THINK130 to get $130 off, plus free shipping. Go to greenchef.com/think130 and use code THINK130 to get $130 off, plus free shipping. The #1 meal kit for eating well.
Does this happen in your house? It does in mine. Every time I ask my kids how school was, if they even answer me, they mumble, "Fine." And I'm searching for answers on what they did that day or what inspired them. So I was trying to figure out what excites them. What are they really interested in learning? And that's when I discovered Outschool. Outschool offers the largest variety of live, interactive online classes for kids pre-K through high school. And the classes, they're actually fun and cover every interest that you can think of and maybe some that you can't. Outschool even has one-on-one classes. Classes bring kids together through shared passions and interests, helping them fall in love with learning, making real connections, and new friends. Outschool makes it easy for kids to learn what they love. I'm most excited for my kids to try Outschool because of the variety of classes they offer. Outschool has helped my kids get excited about learning, and they can help yours too. To learn more about all that Outschool has to offer and to save $15 off your child's first class, go to outschool.com/think and use code THINK. That's code THINK at outchool.com/think to save $15 off your child's first class. Outschool.com/think. It's a new year and I'm back in action. I've got things to do and people to see. And I don't want to spend time in line at the grocery store or hunched over at the stove. But I don't have to meal plan or prep now that I leave my meals to Factor. Factor makes it easy for me to eat clean 24/7 with fresh, never frozen, prepared meals that are so delicious that you wouldn't believe they're actually good for you. Factor saves me time by delivering chef-catered meals to my doorstep, eliminating the hassle of grocery shopping and meal prep. Each Factor meal arrives pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes. That's even faster than ordering in. Their registered dietitians and expert chefs work hand in hand to create meals with nutritious ingredients. As a mom of 2, my favorite thing about Factor is how convenient it is to plan our meals for the busy weekdays. Head to go.factor75.com/plans and use code THINK120 to get $120 off your first 5 weeks of meals. That's code THINK120 at go.factor75.com/plans for $120 off.
Welcome to the Think Loud Crew podcast. 3 moms getting real with parenthood, relationships, and the WTF moments of our daily lives. And there are a lot. My name is R. Kyle and Floyd.
I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Shanan.
And I feel like we have not done a podcast in so long.
We haven't seen each other in so long. We haven't done anything in so long.
And this is our first one, like doing with just the 3 of us over Zoom.
Yes.
I feel like it's really awkward.
Yeah, it's so
interesting.
We're used to being with each other. So if you guys are used to watching our YouTube channels where we upload our podcast episode on there, you're probably watching us all on Zoom right now and kind of out. But if you guys knew the beginning of our year, how it's been going, it's been a lot.
I think that's where we should start.
It's just
Yeah, I feel like how we start the new year?
Should we start like with how we started the new year, or should we rewind 1 week prior to New Year's Eve?
I think
week prior.
Well, you were in Mexico.
Oh, I'm like, what happened?
There was Christmas.
Christmas, our holidays.
I only had Zaire with me, Boz. I still sent Boz to Mexico with you guys.
Oh God, y'all.
Yeah.
I had the quickest. Okay, so first off, I kept on saying I was going on vacation and all this stuff. I was so hyped to go on vacation to go to Mexico. I quickly realized that when you take 3 kids, it's not a vacation. That's a goddamn trip. That's a work trip.
Yes.
That's a work trip.
It is.
Job trip. Okay. So Kylan didn't go to Mexico, but my dad.
First of all, I was supposed to go, but like literally not even a week before the trip. I was like
days before.
I was like, y'all, I'm pulling out.
Yeah, she's like, I can't. Like, this is just too much right now. Whatever. I understand. Zaire's super newborn, fresh out the vagina. Like, got it. But my dad calls me. He's like, kid, your sister's not going anymore. I said, oh my God, I know. She told me. He's like, well, I'm gonna ask her if we can still take Boz. I said, oh, you and Teresa are gonna take Boz. You know, when he said that I'm like, you and your wife are about to take Boz, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I already knew if Boz was coming, I'm taking Boz. Like, there's no he's taking Boz. Bro.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
Bro, there was so much. Night, me, Boz, Ryder, and Ace, and Zack were all in the bed. Me and Zack were on different, like, on the very edge of the beds. Our booties were hanging off the bed. And he said, this is not a vacation.
Oh, I know Zack was in for a rude awakening.
This is not a vacation.
Oh my God, my kid is choking.
It was a lot.
You don't want it?
Traveling with the 3 kids. Ryder's 4, Boz is 3, Ace is 7 months.
Aww.
It was more than a lot. I cannot lie.
Yes.
We literally I'm saying, like, we were on the trip. See, I'm not even calling it vacation, but we were on
the trip
planning our next vacation without the kids.
Where's your next trip without the kids?
Girl, at this point, I just want to go like down the street, a hotel across the street from where I live at this point. Like, I just want to breathe some other air than my home air. And kids tugging on me or spitting up on me or screaming at me. And it's like when Boz and Ryder get together, it's like a freaking tag team. And they were tagging us in Mexico.
Were they?
Bro, we'd be on the beach. One would run one way, the other would run the other way. We're on a pier that has like no railing. I'm like, you guys are gonna fall off, and I'm not jumping in the ocean to save you.
Did they fall off?
No, because they listen to Zack. They don't listen to me.
Oh, I was gonna say, knowing Ryder be like, Mom, I took swimming lessons. Like, I can swim.
We took the kids to a water park. They had the nerve after they had a freaking ball at the water park all day.
They probably asked, what's next?
We get back to the hotel room. Then, mind you, all they ate for a whole week was chicken nuggets and hamburgers and pizza, because that's the only thing I can get them to eat out there. And I was
that's like, life.
This is what it is. They looked at me and was explaining to me how the water park was small and not big.
I cannot with them.
First of all, I think that's the first water park my kid has been to, so I don't even know what he is referring to.
Mine too. I'm literally like, really? We just had this great ass day. You guys went on the slide about 100,000 times, and now you come here and explain to me how it was small. But then Boz, for the rest of the trip, kept saying how he wanted to go back. So I'm like,
he liked it,
but it was small.
I'm like, you ungrateful little 2 feet tall shrimps.
Hold on, he's more than 2 feet. Give him his. First of all, Zaire is more than 2 feet now.
How tall is he?
Kyle's like, my kids are tall.
Hey, in my head,
the last doctor's like his 2-month appointment, he was like 25 inches.
over 2 feet.
I'm done. Me and Cheyenne sat here like,
okay. Cool.
Overall, we had a lot of fun on our trip. It was fun. I really enjoyed having Boz and watching the kids just play literally all day or be out in the sun all day. And there's this picture that I took, and there was one day where I got them out of the bed, 8:00 that morning. I was like, I'm gonna tire y'all little asses out. I took them down to the pool, then we went to the beach, and we went back to the pool. They kept on saying, can we go back up to the room? That's how I know they're tired. I kept on saying, nope, we're about to play right here. We got back up to the room. It was probably like a little bit after 6. I got them in the bath. They had a bath bomb. They had like a bubble bath.
Love it.
So much.
You set the mood.
I set the mood, girl. They had so much fun. And then I look over and Boz and Ryder were cuddling, and Ryder like fell asleep in his arm.
The cutest
It's the cutest photo.
It was so freaking cute. And I was literally sat there on the end of the bed and cried just because I was a little tipsy, but I was so like, look at my babies. Like, and they were all beautifully tan and they just look glisten. Zack said I oiled them down after the bath.
It was,
good job.
It's the cutest photo ever.
Cheyenne, it reminds me of pictures of the two of us when we were babies. There's like, so when I was like 3, and Cheyenne wasn't even a year old yet. We went to Jamaica, and there's a picture, there's like a series of photos that I have of like Cheyenne and I like sleep in this bed, you know, just from the vacation. And then that's what it reminded me of. It was super nostalgic. I was like, look at our kiddos.
I was so proud of them. But it was a fun trip. So that's how I brought in my new year. How did you guys bring in yours?
We brought it in together.
Oh, right. We FaceTimed.
Like we had all these plans of like doing like a vision board and doing stuff, but then we got together and we did
all we wanted to do was look at each other, sit on the couch, eat, and we binge watched because Kyle didn't watch the full season of Insecure.
I hadn't seen any of the last season.
It was the funniest thing watching Kyle watch this episode, this series, just because one, it touched on a lot of like parenting stuff. And I kept asking the girls, like, have you watched Insecure? Have you watched Insecure? And I was nah. And it was just cool to like binge watch with Kyle and the family.
It was cool to binge watch, except it was hella triggering for me. There were so many
you guys,
trigger
Kyle
moments.
Totally deleted a whole episode.
Oh yeah. So my parents have it's Insecure like recorded on like the TV, and I was trying to go to the next episode, but the episode that literally was like the most like, what the fuck, Shannon? Why did you want me to watch this? Like, why am I watching this right now? Like, it was so triggering and it was so frustrating. And literally, I was trying to go to the next episode, and everything in my body was like, no, delete. And it deleted the episode.
And it deleted
I didn't do it intentionally.
It was triggering, I will say, but it was an episode where Lawrence and his, let's say, baby mama was trying to figure out the whole situation. Yeah. And Kyle was sitting there just so triggered and wanted to like throw something at the TV.
I was like, this is not how I pictured my New Year, like my New Year's.
I've never seen Insecure.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I've never seen any of them.
Not a single episode?
Not a single episode.
Oh. Well, I guess we have to binge watch it too.
We'll have to watch it again. No, it's a really good series.
I don't watch anything triggering.
No.
It was only triggering because
the 5th episode or the 5th season. Yeah, that shit was super fresh. It's like Lawrence, the I don't even know what happened in the episode, y'all, but it had to do with this man and his baby mama and the baby. I don't even know what was going on.
So aren't there 2 cast members from Insecure? They have a baby together.
Who?
In real life?
Real life.
Oh, I don't know.
This girl, I'm going to show you.
Literally couldn't tell you.
Like that tall, light-skinned guy.
Oh, yes. some of them do really have kids.
Okay. She is from Insecure. Oh.
I literally can't see what you're showing. How about you text it to us?
Oh,
no. That looks like a blurred picture of a woman in a red dress.
Yeah, that's all I see
Nick,
too.
I'm about to send y'all her page. But she has a baby with, I'm going to find him, with this tall guy.
I'm going to find them.
From Insecure.
Is it the guy who plays Dro?
I think so because there was some tea when they when it got out that she was pregnant or something, if I'm not mistaken.
So you know the tea, but you don't watch the show.
No, because he was dating this girl. He was dating this girl who did an MTV show. And then it came out that she had a baby, not the girl from MTV, but the girl from Insecure that he worked with had a baby. I think that was what happened. So I kind of just saw it in the online
in the
world.
media.
Yeah, but then someone said in the show he got a baby like that also or something. Like he's a little sneaky in the show too. I said, oh,
so this is his pattern.
Yeah, he took it. Okay, so you guys see her? I texted you.
Yeah.
I can't look.
But anyways, it was just a lot, but we didn't really do anything. We had a nice night. We just chilled. Oh, we ordered Fleming's.
We ate so much food.
Yeah. Zaire was asleep.
Yeah. I thought we had fun.
I did. I enjoyed you.
Cute.
I was happy.
We kept getting FaceTimes by Cheyenne with her boobies out. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I took the kids to a club.
Oh, yeah. The kids they were at a club. Yeah, they had like a whole cabana. Like, we're gonna have to insert some of these videos and pics of the kids right now, because it's literally like when I tell you Shannon and I were sitting on the couch like eating, and like I think we had like a drink. Dave made a drink, and then it was just like I was so stuck on Insecure.
I think I fell asleep on Kyle a couple times.
Oh, Shannon fell asleep. My mom and Dave were sitting on the couch. They were definitely snoring for hours.
Hours. You guys were chilling, and I legit took the babies to the club with us because
I think it's great.
It was amazing.
We were at the pool earlier that day, and the hostess saw we were having fun and stuff. Like when we vacation,
we vacation.
I'm gonna get and do what I want.
Yeah. Even as kids, you know what it is? Okay, so my dad is super frugal, very money conscious, but when we would go on vacation, it was carte blanche. That's when it was the time to splurge.
Get what you want. So
get whatever you want, do whatever you want. So I can only imagine.
No, they like
you the kids.
So, and the kids would be ordering. And I'm like, where did these come from? And they're freaking Ryder and Boss. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway.
Why are they taking orders from a 3 and a 4-year-old?
They would really bring their stuff. One time I turned around, they both had ice cream. I'm like, where'd you get the ice cream from? And the man said they told me chocolate and strawberry. I'm like,
oh my God, I cannot. They're like, we want.
Comes and she says this pool area is gonna be turned into a nightclub that night for New Year's Eve. And Dad and I were like, okay, well, can we get a cabana?
And
yeah, we're gonna turn it all nice. We're gonna put white couches. It's gonna be a dance floor DJ. We're gonna have a fireworks show, and there's gonna be table service or bottle service and all this stuff. And we were like, okay. And then I was like, well, no, we can't because we have
kids.
And I'm not gonna have the hotel has a nanny service, but with COVID and I just wasn't comfortable with it. And the lady was like, just bring them. You have your own section, so you could just bring them and just
do what you want.
Yeah, and she's like, it's no age on this thing. It doesn't say you can't bring them. And I was like, shit, don't tell me twice. So I told Ryder, you want to go to a party later? And she was like, what, do I have a nice dress? I'm like, yeah, you got a dress. Oh, Ryder was so freaking excited to go to the party. So excited.
I love her.
I had fell asleep right before. And I was So my dad was like, I'm just going to stay in the room with Ace and Boz. I'm like, no, we got to wake Boz up because if he wakes up and sees that Ryder went to the party without him, it's going to be a whole dramatic fit.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
So then my dad got Boz dressed and put him in like this all white outfit. And I was looking at it. And then I turned around and my dad had the same outfit on. I was like, oh my God. They look like two little chocolate twins in this all white fit. And I could not keep Ryder off the dance floor.
Oh, I love it.
It was such a fun night. It was so much fun. And then Zack went missing for like 2 hours. Or like,
You said Zack went missing?
yes, I forgot to tell you this.
Wait,
Where
did
did he
Zack's
go?
cell phone get lost?
At
And
one
found
point,
in the bathroom?
no. He fell in the bathroom. So him and Connor would like leave the Cabana area and would go to the bar areas because like Connor was like on the prowl and Zack would
He was
go.
trying.
So I just figured, okay, the boys are probably like at the bar or something, like taking shots or something. And I didn't really look, I wasn't looking for him. So this lady comes up to me and she's like, you have to come with me. I'm like, what happened? And she's like talking fast and walking fast. And I'm like following her. So I made sure Terry and my dad were watching the kids. And they're like, he fell. I'm like, who fell? And I automatically, this is how I was buzzed by this time. Because I automatically thought Terry fell. But my dumb ass just told Terry to watch the kids.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like, was he older or younger? And she's like, in the middle. I'm like,
in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't understand. So I walk over. There's all these paramedic and people dressed
Not
in like,
paramedics.
red outfits and stuff. I'm like,
wait, this is at the New Year's Eve party?
bro, this is at the New Year's party. That didn't happen. I'm like, what is going on? So I swear, as soon as I walk up, they all like,
I should have got on that plane.
like moved out from around like the circle that they were in. And I look and it's freaking Zach's dumbass. And I'm like, and he's getting his hand wrapped. And I'm like, what is going on? He fell in the bathroom because it was slippery. And he like split his thumb open.
Lawsuit? Ow, my ankle too.
Oh no, his hip was messed up. Like he like really, really fell.
Really hurt himself.
Oh.
Like really hurt himself because they were like trying to like really treat him and like get him to like do a body exam and stuff. But he was like, no, like just give me a Band-Aid. I'm like, stitches, and it was a freaking mess. Like the owner had to come, like everybody came. He had
it was a thing.
It was a whole thing. The hotel called us every day after that fall, like to ask how his back was and his like it was a real ass fall. But his dumb ass was like, shy. Check my phone. I'm like, why? He's like, bro, I took pictures. He had pictures of his thumb bleeding. He had pictures from the floor angle to show like y'all motherfuckers don't got no signs that say slippery. He was hot.
So he was ready.
Oh, he was so mad, but they comped our table that night.
Okay.
So that was, one of the incidents that happened in Mexico, but it was fun. I want to show you guys clips or like pull up some pictures because I feel like we've talked so much about like what we did for New Year's. I took so many screenshots when I called Kyle and then I saw Shanan was there. Screenshots because it was just like night and day of what was going on.
Yeah.
Beyond night and day.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah. But I feel like after New Year's, once we all got back, it's been a shit show since then.
Mm-hmm.
I got sick. I had COVID. Ryder's been bad. She did it.
Ryder went straight to her dad's. Cheyenne. Okay, so Cheyenne, they get back on a Monday. And that Monday,
hold on. Sorry.
What?
You had to test negative to be able to get on the plane, right? So
Yeah.
we all go and get tested through the hotel before we leave, like the day before. And it has to be like within 24 hours.
24 hours.
And we all tested. Everybody's test results come back negative. I'm hyped, just because we get to get let back in.
And it was like they were doing stuff while they were in Mexico. Like, you guys
do
were.
They test? You said you test before you get back to the US or test before you.
So you don't have to test to leave, but you have to test to come back.
Right. Okay.
So
you tested in Mexico.
We tested before we left anyway, and we were all negative. We went on the trip and we were super conscious about like wearing our mask and hand sanitizer and, getting our rooms cleaned every day. Just the same shit we do out here, really. Because at this point, anywhere you go, you can get it. Like, I just feel like that's what it is. So, but we were being very conscious of that. But I had so much anxiety going to test through the hotel because if you test positive, then the hotel puts you in like a quarantine section. You can't come out your room for 5 days, and they just like leave you meals at your door. And it's like $60 a day to stay in this quarantine room. And all I'm thinking is like, okay, what if all the adults test negative and then like freaking Boz or Ryder test positive?
Hey.
Like, who's gonna have to stay behind with the goddamn kid? Like, I'm doing every scenario. Or like, what if Zack tests positive and then I have to go back home with the kids by myself? Like, every freaking scenario. But luckily we all test negative and we come back home. Immediately from the airport, Ryder goes to her dad's. I came back to my house and Kyle and Boz came over here. And then I tested positive like the day after that.
Yeah, so she was negative and I went to Cheyenne's house and spent the night with her. Mind you, Cheyenne and I slept like this. We were facing each other. We were so happy to see each other. Boz fell asleep in Ryder's bed. Like,
aw.
Zaire was sleeping in Ace's crib.
Yeah, I just that day before, so we were like,
"Hi, sister." We were like happy to see each other. Like,
completely fine. Then the next day, my mom comes over,
and we get tested again.
And it was
my mom spent the night that night, and she slept face to face with Cheyenne.
Yes, and it was like around like 4 a.m. I woke up. And it was like something just like went off in my body. And I had like the worst body aches and chills. And I was like hot, I was cold, I was sweating. And my mom is like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know what's going on." But the thing is, I was sick before we went to Mexico. Me, Boz, my mom.
We've all had this lingering.
Oh yeah, you guys all had it.
We all had like a cough. So I kept saying, I feel like how I felt before we went to Mexico. Like it literally felt the exact same. And I'm like, it's so weird because is there something in my house? Like, why do I feel sick all of a sudden when I was just fine?
Yeah.
So that later on that day, I found out I was positive. Mind you, I just slept with Kyle, just slept with my mom.
Your mom.
Boz is always up in everybody's face. Ace was with me. Zack.
Oh, Isabel was there.
Our nanny was here.
The nanny was there.
Oh my God. So Corey got Ryder tested.
And nobody was there.
Was negative. So I'm like, okay, did I get it on the plane? Like at what point?
At what point?
I can't tell you. And it's now 11 days later. And my mom never tested positive, feels fine.
That's good.
But no, the crazy thing is, my mom and Boz did like 3 more tests, and they all came back negative. I was already like, I'm not leaving the house to go get tested. But Boz, I just quarantined.
Just shut everything.
2 of Boz's tests came back negative, and then we both came back with positive test. And
that's crazy.
So yeah, I had COVID too, and Boz. And it took me out for like, at first it felt like a 24-hour bug. I literally felt like
that's what a lot of people are saying. They feel like it's like a 24 hit and then
but it was
like you got hit. I felt like I got hit by a car.
Yes.
Like the first day, I literally kept on saying, I feel like I got hit by a car. I'm so confused. But then the next day, it was like, all right. Like it just felt like head cold, like congestion. And
That's crazy.
it's
And
just
the headaches.
like, yeah, headaches. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't get headaches. So like for me, it started with like headaches, and then I like these super aggressive chills that they felt like they were coming from the inside of my body. I don't know where else they would come from, but it was it was like I was really hurting, and I felt terrible because I have the kids. My mom is tired. I'm trying, you know, I don't want her to get sick. Like Cheyenne's out for the count.
I was out.
I think
My dad had ACE.
Oh yeah, Dad had ACE.
After I tested positive, I let everybody know, and I told them to all go test.
Get tested, yeah.
I don't know when I got it. And everybody else kept testing negative. They quarantined for a few days and then kept testing, and everyone else was fine. So I just feel like at this point with this new variant or whatever, it's so freaking contagious, so easy to get, and you just don't know where the hell it comes from.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's
super
like,
cautious.
if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. Or it's like, it's out of your control, because we literally Lysoled everything. Like my mom was Lysoling our bodies, you know, Lysol
your
ourselves.
Your mom is very on it too.
Double masking, like hand sanitizer all over the place.
Like when she got me from the airport, she stayed with her mask on and kept Lysoling me, my bag, everything. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm just happy that, you know, we're all fine. We're okay. It didn't take me out. I do feel like I've seen some COVID stuff, and I hate talking about COVID. I hate talking about the vaccination just because I feel like it just wakes everybody up and makes everybody angry. Like you can't
strikes a nerve.
Yeah, like you can't make somebody happy no matter what you say when you talk about it. But I saw this. Y'all know I check World Star every morning, like it's the goddamn news, or it's like my email or something. So there's this World Star video, and this lady tested tap water and it came back positive. And I'm like, is it in the goddamn water? Like,
Cheyenne, don't drink the damn water.
I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck is this? Like, what? Does this happen in your house? It does in mine. Every time I ask my kids how school was, if they even answer me, they mumble, fine. And I'm searching for answers on what they did that day or what inspired them. So I was trying to figure out what excites them. What are they really interested in learning? And that's when I discovered Outschool. Outschool offers the largest variety of live, interactive online classes for kids pre-K through high school. And the classes, they're actually fun and cover every interest that you can think of and maybe some that you can't, like video game design, cartoon animation, playing an instrument, speaking a language. There's literally something for any and every kid. The classes are super affordable. You can choose the size and group that works best for your child and give them experience that's best for them. Outschool even has one-on-one classes. Classes bring kids together through shared passions and interests, helping them fall in love with learning, making real connections, and new friends. Outschool makes it easy for kids to learn what they love, a gift that gives back to them over and over for their whole lives. So no more wondering what our kids are doing all day. You can finally get your answer for yourself. I'm most excited for my kids to try Outschool because of the variety of classes they offer. Outschool has helped my kids get excited about learning, and they can help yours too. To learn more about all that Outschool has to offer and to save $15 off your child's first class, go to outschool.com/think and use code THINK. That's code THINK at outchool.com/think to save $15 off your child's first class. outschool.com/think. It's a new year and I'm back in action. I've got things to do and people to see. And I don't want to spend time in line at the grocery store or hunched over at the stove. But I don't have to meal plan or prep now that I leave my meals to Factor. Factor makes it easy for me to eat clean 24/7 with fresh, never frozen, prepared meals that are so delicious that you wouldn't believe they're actually good for you. Factor saves me time by delivering chef-catered meals to my doorstep, eliminating the hassle of grocery shopping and meal prep. Not to mention, no cleanup, no dishes to wash over here. Each Factor meal arrives pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes. That's even faster than ordering in. Factor tackles tough stuff, so I don't have to. Their registered dietitians and expert chefs work hand in hand to create meals with nutritious ingredients. And with more than 27 meal options each week, I'm never bored. Factor even knows my preferences. They offer vegan plus veggie meals, cold pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, plant-based bars, extra protein, veggie sides, and more to keep me fueled and focused all day long. As a mom of 2, my favorite thing about Factor is how convenient it is to plan our meals for the busy weekdays. Head to go.factor75.com/plans and use code THINK120 to get $120 off your first 5 weeks of meals. That's code THINK120 at go.factor75.com/plans for $120 off.
So we're picking up from yesterday.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yes.
Seriously though.
Last night we were trying to record and, kids came alive and
yeah. I'm kind of happy that we're doing this today because I posted our Mexico vlog this morning and we talked about the Mexico trip on the vlog yesterday when we started recording. And I've gotten so many questions about you and why you didn't go. And I keep on saying, listen to the podcast, but I'm like, wait, the episode's not out yet.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of messages and DMs and it's been a range of messages from people like, oh, so you just couldn't go on the trip, huh? To oh, I'm so sad. I wish that your postpartum journey is okay and that you're healing. I'm so sad that you're not there in Mexico, but I know you just had a baby. People were sending me long paragraphs and I'm I'm just sitting back I didn't want to go. I wanted to go, but everything in me after a while was I was so tired. And the idea, just how you were saying, Cheyenne, it wasn't vacation, it was work. I knew it was going to be work. And it was
you should have kept your kid at home.
I volunteered. I said originally in the message. No, Shanan, I sent a message to my dad and my sister, letting them know that I thought it would be best if we stayed home. And then, in all honesty, I was prepared to just be me, Boz, and Zaire this week, or that week, and just thug it out at home, in pain. And then my dad.
Did you see her?
I swear there would be nights where my dad would be like, okay, I'll take the kids because he knows I've been taking the kids. He knows I've been taking them. And Zack and I had one night to ourselves.
No.
We wasted our one night because we got so drunk that we were asleep by 9 o'clock. I'm what is this? What is this we do with our one night? And this is how wasted Zack was. 2 days later, he was we haven't had one night to ourselves. I'm
we did. We did.
Were just drunk.
Yeah, you just
yeah. So when Dad texted me and said, do you want to still send Boz or I'll take Boz? I was God. At first I was oh no. And then I was he's packed at the door already.
You better have your passport now or later.
Oh, when I tell you, usually when I pack for us on a trip, it's the night or the morning of our flight. There's no let me pack ahead of time. Boz was packed 4 days ahead of time. I did laundry and I was
poor baby.
Cool. I was so happy. I went and bought him all new toiletries, which didn't make it back, y'all. The toiletries did not make it back home. And we
barely to our flight back. We were late. And when we got to the ticket, when we checked in, everybody was able to check in, but for some reason, it wouldn't let me and Zack check in. So we had to wait in this long ass line. It took forever. My dad started like talking to random people, of course, did it so we could skip the line. Like,
Right.
he found the attendant, got up to the front of the line, and the man was like, the cutoff is literally 1 minute. I can only check one bag. Mind you, that we had 6 bags between me, Zack, Ryder, Ace, Boz. Like, what you mean one bag? So
Everybody had a bag.
I pressed him like, sir, no, we don't have that, no. And then he was like, okay, fine, I can do all of them but this one. And he's like, tossed back Boz's because it was the smallest bag. And I'm looking at it like, all right, but nothing in me was like, let me check it to see. And then when we got through TSA, me and Zack were first, and my dad was like, you guys go run and hold the gate. Like, make sure they don't leave us. So we're running up there to the gate. And then, like, later on, Teresa comes up to me, and Teresa's my dad's wife, and she's stressed. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like, they threw away all Boz's new stuff. I'm like, what new stuff? The Skin So Soft, the conditioners, the lotion. She said,
He had lotion, shampoo, and conditioner. There's new toothpaste. I got him some stuff for his skin because Boz and I both have like these crazy, I guess, allergic reactions to mosquito bites. There was all like, let's just say that when Boz came home, like I immediately like washed his clothes, and I was looking in his bag, and I was like, "Where are all the toiletries? Like, where's the stuff at?
The airport got them."
Man, I text my dad. He was like, "Oh shit, blah blah blah." He told me what happened, and I was just like, "Okay." I just felt so sad because y'all know how you like your toiletries, right?
Yeah.
We know how you like your toilet. We know you.
Yes, I know.
You're the one who's into the toiletries, Kyle. Like, I can only do with the hotel lotion and soap and be happy.
Yeah. No.
Kyle brings her whole pack wherever she goes. She has her lather up oils and
everything. No,
so it was okay. A fridge.
When Zack and I saw it, it's literally a fridge for your skincare. And Zack and I saw it, and we were like, "This is Kyle. This is what we're getting, Kyle. This is it." And
look how happy she looks.
We were like,
when I opened it up,
not gonna use it. And then it was like, nah, she gonna use this.
No, it was funny. A lot of people were not a lot of people, but people were asking me like, what do you want for Christmas? And I couldn't think of anything. But when I opened the gift from Cheyenne and Zack, I was like, have I been playing myself? Like, why didn't I ask for this?
Was that your favorite gift you received this holiday?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Just because it really, it speaks to my personality.
My favorite gift, which I never thought I would get myself, was my brother bought me tarot cards, like reading cards to read like your future. So I'm super into like the crystals and healing and all that stuff. And I'm always scared to go that section just because it's like witchy stuff. Because on the card just says modern day witch. So I always get scared.
Have you done it?
I haven't done it yet, but he gave me a whole guide.
Shannon opened it and texted me and said, Kyle, let's do tarot card readings. Like,
oh no, I'm scared of both of them.
Reading? I'm actually excited. I think that was my favorite gift just because it's something that, like Kyle said, it's nothing that you thought you would get yourself, but you're like, oh, I kind of wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, true. I like that.
What's your favorite gift?
What about you, Shy?
This holiday?
So this holiday, Zack and I said that we were going to only get stuff under $100 budget because we wanted to save money for the Mexico trip and just save money for the house and stuff. And he didn't.
Because the kids cost $1 gazillion.
Yeah, basically. He got me a Go Yard passport holder to match my purse. And I'm like, no, this wasn't $100. You totally skipped the whole point of us putting a budget on it, but it was cute. I mean, it was something that I would kind of like what you guys said. It's something that I would never go out and buy myself.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cute, so I was happy with that. But I have a question, going back to you being a witch and all. Would you guys ever do a psychic reading? Don't answer yet. I got offered to do a psychic reading by like a well-known psychic, right? And I signed up. I was about to do the call, and then I think I told my mom about it, and she was like, "Don't you dare do that. They can open the doors to the afterworld or the afterlife, and you can be haunted by ghosts." And I was like, "Haunted by ghosts? Girl, right. I blocked the psychic. I was so scared that they were going to haunt me or something." So, but I'm kind of mad now, and I kind of want to do one because when we shot Teen Mom Family Reunion, we kind of did like a reading situation with tarot cards, and I really liked it. Mm-hmm. And I know that's not like a psychic reading, but it kind of gave me that vibe. And I feel like
that. How was your reading? I'm really interested. Like, I keep reading it, but I haven't yet like sat down and been able to like.
So we did like a reading, and then we did a tarot card reading. But like we did one where we like went into a room and talked to this lady, and she was talking to me, and she swears like, "I don't know anything about you. You know, I didn't look you up. Like, we're just going to talk freely." And she's like, you know, she did some prayer thing in the beginning to like whoosh all the badness away and only bring the good stuff. And the one thing that she said that I was like, "Oh, this bitch is real. Like, you gotta be real," was she told me, "Your first child got in your line." And my mom always says, "Ryder stood in your line." Like, she picked you. And she was like, not only did she pick you, but she fought to be with you. Like, she fought and you fought hard. Like, you fought for her, and she was fighting like on the, I'm getting chills.
I'm getting chills too.
She was like, she was fighting just as hard. And I'm thinking like, "Oh, lady, you don't know how hard I was fighting." And like, "No, you don't understand." Like, she got in your line and she refused to get out. And literally my mom always tells me, and it's never really been on air. I don't think it's ever aired.
No.
Where my mom always says, "Ryder picked you. She got in your line." I was sitting there like,
you know.
She brought up the line.
No. Yeah. I swear. After that, I was like, okay, it has to be real. Like, how would you know that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of want to do it.
Shannon, have you ever had a psychic reading?
I haven't got it. I really want to get a reading. I think I steer away just because I feel like growing up in like a Christian home, like as like your mom said, I think it's like a Christian thing. Like, don't let, you know, that door open or let these other
that
things.
Energy.
But I feel like I'm spiritual, and I have like, I'm a big believer of God. So I feel like I have a balance, because like I'm really into like what stones are good for me at the time, or this and then this, that. So like I'm down for a reading. And I think
what if we found a psychic
to
or
come on?
a reader? I don't even know what to call them.
A psychic reader?
One to come on, because you know a lot of them do it on like Zoom now because of COVID.
Yeah, I would love to do that, because I'm really
down.
Excited to get these tarot cards down. I had them out the other day, and I think it was some of the pictures on the tarot cards were freaking out Parker. He was like, "Mom, but why does she have knives all over her body?"
Oh my God. So you guys down?
Yes. Can you unblock the lady?
Dang. I gotta find her.
She said, "Dang."
I have a few though who have hit me up in the past, but I just was always like, I don't know.
I don't know about you.
Y'all, let's go on a hunt for psychics to come on here. If anybody
we need to just will it into our energy. Like, psychic, come find us.
Okay, that's kind of scary too. If anybody's listening and you guys have anybody who you've gotten like a good reading from, or you know a good psychic, please let us know, because we
send them our way.
We're down.
On a hunt.
But I feel like I want a good reader. Like, I don't want like a BS, you know?
No, I want something that's going to make me like walk away and be like, oh, wait, they really know something.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Remember there was a show on, I think it was MTV, and he used to read like all famous people's.
I don't know.
The only person I know from TV was like Miss Cleo.
Oh no, what about that lady? She was on TLC. She got the big blonde bang and the blonde hair in the back.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
And she speaks to
medium lady.
The
medium.
There was a boy.
What's her name? Oh, it's about to irritate me.
Who was a medium? And he used to do like talking about? Yes, and she was
visualize her.
She was older.
She was white. She had the big. She was from like New York or like Staten Island or Long Island or
yes. I'm blanking.
Dang, you know she got the big and then the hair in the back.
Yes, Cheyenne. I think you should be here for Halloween.
I think we should find her.
Hair in the front, hair in the back.
Okay, if I find a picture, bro, I'm about to find a picture of her because y'all not about to mess with me. I'm telling you, she got the big bang, and then she got the hair poof going in the back. I'm about to look at a TLC. I'm on my email thinking it's the internet. TLC medium. TLC. But I always thought about this. If I met her, you know, in my dreams or wherever, if I met her, I'm like, who would you talk to? Who would you
have passed in your life?
Teresa Caputo.
I hate mom medium.
Put a picture up of her.
She'll be in Rancho Mirage 2022. We should go.
You want us to go to? She's in Vegas.
Yeah, look at her.
Yes, that's her.
Guys, watch the picture so you can see the picture I just put up. I told you
Teresa Caputo. All I can see is myself cheesing through the screen.
I'm about to look her up on IG and DM her and say, "Can you read me?
Can you read me?"
And my friends.
Let me find her IG. Teresa, what you talking about?
Teresa Caputo.
I'm gonna learn how to do my tarot reading cards, and I'm gonna read for you guys.
Oh, I'm extra scared now.
I have a whole guide.
I'm here for it.
I know what you're here for. That's why I text you when I got them. You're the only person I text.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised I haven't gotten a reading myself. Like I've been
surprised you haven't either.
So I went with a guy one time to get a reading done when we were in San Francisco, and it was really like an intense process to watch. And then after he did hers, he was like, "Do you want to do yours?" And I was like, "Oh no." That lady kind of like, it was intense from the standpoint of, you know how Shy you talked about like the line, she was able to give you some kind of words that is confirmed for you in some kind of way, like, oh, this lady is real.
Talked about, like, I don't know anything else she talked about, but when she said that, I was like, all right, you so
I believe you.
That's how it was when I was with this person on their reading. Like, and at first, all I kept thinking is like, should I be in the room? Like, should I be in here while you guys are doing this?
That's really.
It was very personal, and it was it was interesting because this lady, like, they started talking about things that really spoke to him, and like,
did he get emotional?
Yes. And I was
awkward. Did you know this guy really well?
It was with Tarek. I'm telling Cheyenne. It was with Tarek. So it was.
What guy was this?
It was emotional for him in the sense of just like the things that were like talked about. But I was like, this shit is crazy. Like, you would have thought they'd known each other for years. Like, when they really got into it. And yeah, it was just a random person. Yeah, we were walking down the street, and
yeah, I don't know if I would do it like that. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. We were walking down the street, and there was like a psychic place, and I was like, "You ever done your psychic reading?" He was like, "No, let's go."
See, I always see those, like, where you drive by a building or whatever, and you see those psychic readings, or like even when you're on the beach and you see the tables.
Especially
Are those real or are those gimmicks? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It wasn't like, at first I thought it was a gimmick. The other thing, like, those people charge a lot of money.
yeah.
Like, it's a lot. It was a very, like, it was expensive. And I was like, what? It's crazy. I don't know.
We should look into it. It'd be fun.
Yeah, but I'd be curious. I'm down to do it. I'm a little nosy.
I feel like with this year, like, going back to the fact that we were supposed to talk about, like, you know, our new year and stuff like that. One of the things I want to do this year, and I think it'd be cool to do it on the podcast, is just to explore, explore new things and do things out of my comfort zone and take risks or take chances that maybe I said no to last year, because last year I would have never even opened my eyes or felt comfortable enough to even ask you guys, do you want to do it? So
Really?
This year, like, one of the things I'm really trying to do is like step out of my comfort zone, and if I can bring some friends along with me, then
Perfect.
Green Chef makes eating well easy with plans to fit every lifestyle. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals, Green Chef offers a range of recipes to suit your preferences. Green Chef's pre-portioned ingredients mean you'll actually reduce your food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery shopping as well. With fresh produce, premium proteins, and organic ingredients you can trust, Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. As a working mom, I need Green Chef. Sometimes I literally don't have the mental capacity to think about dinner. But honestly, Green Chef takes all the brain work out of it. Green Chef makes cooking easy, so you can spend less time stressing and more time enjoying delicious home-cooked meals. I love how every recipe comes with an image, easy, clear-cut instructions, and everything is already portioned out. You simply have to follow the directions. I recently made a truffle cheeseburger, and it was really good. Green Chef offers 35 nutritious and flavorful options to choose from every week, featuring premium clean ingredients that are seasonally sourced for peak freshness. Go to greenchef.com/think130 and use the code think130 to get $130 off, plus free shipping. Go to greenchef.com/think130 and use code think130 to get $130 off, plus free shipping. The #1 meal kit for eating well.
I love my smile. What I don't love is all the toxic ingredients in most dental care products. They're not good for my health or my teeth. I want the best for my oral health. Products made with natural ingredients that help my smile, not harm it. That's why I use Lumino. Lumino makes toothpaste, mouthwash, and whitening products that actually help your oral health instead of hurting it. They use purposeful ingredients like sea salt, aloe, and coconut oil to clean and brighten your smile. Plus, everything they make is certified non-toxic. Lumino whitening strips are super effective and perfect for sensitive teeth. It only takes 30 minutes to apply, and you'll see results in 7 days, making for incredible before and after pics. You won't find harsh bleaches, artificial dyes, or alcohol in any of Lumino's products. I absolutely love my Lumino products. It keeps my mouth super healthy, but most importantly, my teeth extra white, without any toxic ingredients. I love how my smile feels and looks, and I know you'll love Lumino as much as I do too. Get 15% off your order today by going to getlumino.com/think and use code THINK. That's GETLUMINEUX.com/think. Code THINK to save 15%. getlumino.com/think.
Yeah, I love the idea of doing new things and doing it with your friends and sharing it with people, because I know there's a lot of people who are probably curious about different
Different things.
different things in life, but don't know.
Right.
So
it's like food. I send so many like food Instagrams that I keep finding to Zack, and he's the wrong person to send them to because he's just like, shy, you'll eat anything. But I really want to try new foods and venture out. So I need to start
I'm
sending
here
them
for that.
because I'm going.
You send me some. There's a few places.
Some fireplaces.
I really want to go on like a food tour in Orange County.
Yes.
There's so many places that Cheyenne sends in the OC, and I'm like, yo, where are these places?
Like an Asian themed food tour. I found a restaurant where they have marinated raw crab and soy. And I'm telling you, the people are eating it. Like
it looks so good.
It looks so good. And I asked one of my friends who I know about it. They said if you like sushi or sashimi, you're gonna love it. And I like sushi and sashimi, so I'm like, I want to go.
I'm gonna love it.
He said no.
Wait, there's a girl who has a food blog, and there's a few places that you sent to me where it's like she's the feature. So maybe we can reach out to her and be like host to host. Can you plan a food? Can you take us on a food tour? And I think that would be so much fun.
Shannon, are you an adventurous eater or are you picky?
I wouldn't say I'm picky. I don't think I'm picky.
But are you adventurous?
I'm adventurous. I think now that Cheyenne's bringing up stepping out of your comfort zone, I think I'm down to try some new things and broaden my palette of. I think my palette is advanced, but maybe I don't think it's as advanced as you two.
I think my palette needs to be more advanced.
Okay, so maybe I'm down to go on a food tour of trying new stuff.
Hold on,
I'm down. There's a few meals that I've been wanting and craving that I can't. Well, one, I don't know how to make them, and I just haven't been able to find them out here. Yeah. So I'm kind of sad with COVID and just the way life and traveling has really kind of panned out in the world. I was talking to Mom about this the other day. One of my favorite restaurants is in China. And I'm just, sometimes I think about like, wow, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to ever really go there and enjoy it the same as I used to. Yeah. And there's this place I used to get, it was this sea urchin fried rice. And it was so good. And it was like creamy and like, I wish I could find a place like that out here. So I'm on the hunt for some foods and I want to try new foods. I'm here for this.
Have you guys made any of your meals from your box yet? What is it? Green
Chef? Yeah. No, but I'm interested because they have, what did you guys get? I got a truffle cheeseburger.
Yeah,
yes,
the same
truffle cheeseburger.
I made one of the meals yesterday, and literally, Dad was like fucking it up, like fucking it up. And I'm like, bro. He's like, I just ate your dinner, and I'm like, I know you did. But
there was was it the chicken and the peanut?
What I realized was I like to cook, but I make the same. I feel like I make the same meals on like a rotation.
Yes. The boxes are cool because it gives you an introduction to new foods.
But yeah, no, Parker was excited because I think he's tired of me. I get bored. I get tired. And like you said, it's a repeat because it's just easy because we know how to just throw it together and it's fine. Parker goes, he's like, Mom, you about to make this right now? Like, no, Parker.
And Parker likes food.
Yeah, Parker likes to cook and he likes food. I feel like Parker has an even more palate than me.
Parker has a developed palate.
Well, I think he will enjoy the Green Chef then because it's literally, it gives you like the step by step. And I like that it not only is it
with pictures,
it's the pictures. So I'm literally comparing the picture and then comparing what I did. And I'm like, oh, I like this. Like it's something there where it's like, okay, I understand this was sponsored, but I already went on trying to figure out like, how can I incorporate this into our week? Because I'm tired of making dishes over and over again, even though my dishes are good, but I feel like
it takes the brain work out of having to come up with dinner. Yeah. And that's the thing. And it's also like, okay, it's the brain work and it's like the portions are right. Cause there's so many times where I've gone to the store and I'll buy something and I'm like, oh, I'm just making this for like 2 people.
No.
And I don't know how to just cook for 2 people or 1 person. I've come to learn like my minimum is like 5 to 6 people.
Oh my God. Me and Zack doesn't eat leftovers.
And yeah, Cheyenne, I hate Cheyenne's house. They don't really eat leftovers over there. It's so annoying.
Leftovers. Zack
does not so annoying. Zack legit does not eat leftovers. Like you can literally have he will kill a meal the day before. He'll be like, "This was so good." The next day, you'll be like, "You think he's about to take a bite?"
Is it the idea that it's quote unquote old food?
No, it's not like that. There's some things that he will eat. Like he'll eat enchiladas the next day because he says they taste better.
I agree.
Because it's yeah.
And that's all I can think. Oh, he'll eat like if I make it different. So if I bake a chicken and I do like chicken and rice and vegetables that night, then I have to take that same chicken and like incorporate in like a salad or put it in something.
I cannot.
For him to eat it. But if it's the same looking plate, he's gonna be like, "We just had this."
What are some other New Year resolutions you guys are giving yourselves? I did one today and I nearly died.
What is it?
What is it?
I want to get back on loving my body the way it is. So I went to Runyon this morning.
I was going to say, how did you almost die from loving yourself? I know you worked out. I hear you.
I really making sure like what I'm putting into my body and stuff like that. So I decided to do Runyon this morning, and clearly I'm out of freaking. I was just walking up the hill just to go start running. I was like, woo! I was like, yo, I cannot even go up this hill. But it felt good to like accomplish it and like do it. So I feel like that's one of my biggest things, and bring my friends along when you guys
I'm here for it. Cheyenne's wedding is in September. So like
a hot yoga class or something.
Here for all the fitness.
Yes. Can we find a hot yoga class?
Yeah, I know of some that I used to go to, so I can send you guys the schedules.
I feel like I would be better with the class than like, let's go walk Runyon.
I agree.
Yeah.
That is definitely on my list, Shannon, to get into my body, work out and stuff. Another one for me, a big one that I've like started because I went on Amazon and ordered them. I want to start reading again. Like I used to read a book in like a month and would be so happy and would reread it because I feel like I read it too fast. And I feel like I haven't read in a long time. So I'm like trying to get back into reading, and I'm trying to get Zack on it too. So I got him the man versions of a lot of the books that I got. So I got like, I got like prayers for my future wife, prayers for my future husband books.
Y'all are getting married.
Yeah.
I can't believe my little sister is getting married. That's so wild.
Me too.
And I'm just out here single as could be. No.
God is making your man perfect for you.
True.
Anyway, Kyle, what's one of yours?
Which one of yours?
I'm definitely in tune with what you guys are saying in terms of trying new things and getting into yourself. Another thing that I'm doing is just working on my financial, like all around stability. So like for me, this year is like credit. I guess for me, a lot of time when I was younger, I got paid like under the table or, you know, just different forms of not like a traditional check. So like finances to me were never like my priority, I would say. But now that I'm like a mom of 2, I'm like, let me get my finances all the way straight, and building my credit, which is still very new to me. Like I never really used credit cards.
Those are good ones.
Yeah. So just setting myself up, I guess.
Those are good.
Those are good.
I remember I did that one year, and I just sat down and really forced myself to like lock down of getting all my taxes done, even since my taxes are different since I'm a hairstylist, and like just handling financial stuff.
Yeah. It's something that like I knew in life that I would have to deal with, but at the same time, I felt like it would be something that my husband would deal with. So Like, this is where I'm like, womp womp. I have to learn it, married or not. Like, you know, it's something that I feel like as a woman, I do need to know and have an understanding of. And I have to teach my sons how to be like financially literate. So like,
I remember when
don't take after mom over here.
So Martin made sure, I think it was the beginning of our relationship, he made me download 2 financial saving apps just because he wanted me to be able to be financially stable. And another thing for him to be in a relationship, he wanted me to have good credit.
Oh my God.
No, I remember when Shannon told me this.
He was really on my ass about it too. He was not playing. He was like,
Good.
It was really good. Like, cause you know, like usually when you're in a relationship and when you're thinking long term, like you want your wife to be financial stable, like everything to be clear. He was like, I don't want my wife to have bad credit, or I don't want her to know how to save. So he was like, girl, I remember that day. Like we were just like lollygagging at the house, and he was like, nah, you're not leaving my house until you. He was like, it's easy. He's like, I'll give you some money to start, and you're about to do it. And I'm like, okay.
I like that. Yeah.
Like I didn't get into like credit or like really saving until I was in college and I lived by myself, and I started to really understand like working and working is different when you're not working for your parents, because that's how I was always used to, was working for my parents, working for somebody else, getting a paycheck, and then having to like manage it, pay my bills. And then I got my first credit card, and just seeing how it can affect you, just missing one payment, how it can throw your whole credit score off. It was like a rude awakening, but very quick. But I feel like it's helped me, like learning that lesson early helped me to get to that now.
Yeah, see, I'm a little late on all this stuff.
That's okay.
Oh, but I'm okay. It's like I'm okay with it being late as long as I like when I start is when I start, you know? So and that's for anyone. Like when you do it, when you commit to doing it, like
yeah. Bro,
you do it. So
on Credit Karma, like I check World Star.
Same here.
Because especially right now with buying a house and going through like loan processes, it's like depending on the day that you have them run your credit, depending on when you just paid your credit card bills or your card note, like all those things.
Yeah.
It's like you have to time it exactly right. And I hate being an adult.
I'm learning. Yeah. This is my year of adulting.
Adulting is hard, and it feels good. Like when you set a goal and you're like, okay, it's gonna work. Like it feels good. Like even last year when we were going through the loan process and so nervous about it, and then when they would be like, oh, you're approved, it was like, whew,
you're relieved.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's one of my goals this year to keep everything above float, because I want to get a new place. So I want to make sure that I don't have to have a co-signer next time, which is fine. But
that's my goal, Shannon, too.
That's one of my goals to, you know, I've been staying on top of everything this year, like last year and this year. So it just it's like, it's shaky. Like you said, like you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like my anxiety
a little bit
bad, and my anxiety, and even when people are like, you're fine, it's like, but are we fine?
Right. Like,
are we doing too much? Are we committing ourselves too much? What are we doing? Because, you know, we've saved for a while, and I'm like looking at our savings, and all I'm thinking is in a few months, everything that we have saved is about to be gone to go towards getting this house. And I don't know what that feels like. Like I'm used to looking in my bank account and seeing money. I'm about to look at it, and that shit about to say zero. Okay, not a bitch, not a goddamn house. Left. Nothing left for you.
Keep working.
I'm scared.
Oh, it's okay. At least you were adulting before you jumped into mommying. I went from like oversized adult child to like mommying to like, oh wait, adulting.
Oh my
It's
God.
okay. At least you're doing it now, Kyle.
Oh my God, Kyle.
I'm proud of you.
I'm just messing around. I'm teasing just a little bit.
Well, I feel like we have some good goals set for ourselves. I feel like we have an interesting start to the new year, but I'm definitely excited to see, what happens this year for all of us individually, and then for us as a podcast and us as friends and sisters and mothers.
Yes.
I just think it's going to be a really good year for us.
I agree.
God is on our side.
I agree. Even though like these COVID pandemic few years have been kind of crazy, we've still made a lot of progress in like all of our goals and lives. And like you said, just even as like being moms, like the lessons that we've had over the last year, they've been great. So I'm really excited to see what we come up with this year.
Me too.
Me too.
Woo!
All right. I think we're good. It's 40 minutes and we did 30 minutes yesterday. So
Cool. So, two truths and a lie, or WTF moments and words of advice?
WTF moment. I have mine. I'll say mine quick. I gotta go soon.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Crying. So
Hurry, let us know.
What? Oh, my WTF was Parker was eating oatmeal this morning. His freaking, I guess his two front teeth are loose. His freaking tooth was bleeding. So he like stopped eating his oatmeal and was just bleeding. But he wouldn't let me take it out. But he wouldn't, I think he's scared of blood. So he won't close his mouth when something's happening in his mouth. So he just had freaking drool all over the freaking house. And it was a lot this morning. But it finally fell out at school. So now we're happy.
Yay. Now does he get a visit from the tooth fairy?
Yeah. And we'll see if the tooth fairy's going to share his money again.
What about you, Shy?
Ace has been teething, speaking of teeth, and his tooth is finally broke through at the bottom.
Aww.
So when you were saying Parker's drooling everywhere, that's literally my life right now. But I just can't believe, like, I guess my WTF is just like how big my kids are getting. Like the fact that I'm about to have a 5-year-old this year. The fact that Ace is like pulling himself up and like trying to walk already.
Is he?
Yes. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's
How
crazy.
old is he again?
7 months.
Parker walked at 8.5.
Yeah, Rye was walking at 9 and Ace crawls really well. So everyone's like, oh, he's about to walk.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
About to have 2 mobile children.
How was yours?
Tell me how it goes. My WTF is, oh yeah, yesterday I was trying to set up an appointment with my therapist and I think she broke up with me.
She did. I'm telling you, she broke up with you. I read the
So
text.
now I have to find a therapist. Mind you, I've gone to this lady for like, it's been years. I don't even know how to find a new therapist right now, but I'm really like, oh, I hear my child very loudly. There's another WTF coming my way.
All right. I got to go.
Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Think Loud crew. You can find us on your favorite podcast platform. Someone finish it up. I'm muting myself.
And we are the Think Loud crew. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at the Think Loud crew. Follow Kyle at rKyleLynn on Instagram. Follow me at Shy Not Shy.
And follow me at Hair by Shanan C.
Thank you guys. We hope you guys have a good start to your new year and that you guys set yourself some good goals for this year.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
I love my smile. What I don't love is all the toxic ingredients in most dental care products. They're not good for my health or my teeth. I want the best for my oral health. Products made with natural ingredients that help my smile, not harm it. That's why I use Lumino. Lumino makes toothpaste, mouthwash, and whitening products that actually help your oral health instead of hurting it. They use purposeful ingredients like sea salt, aloe, and coconut oil to clean and brighten your smile. Plus, everything they make is certified non-toxic. Lumino whitening strips are super effective and perfect for sensitive teeth. It only takes 30 minutes to apply, and you'll see results in 7 days, making for incredible before and after pics. You won't find harsh bleaches, artificial dyes, or alcohol in any of Lumino's products. I absolutely love my Lumino products. It keeps my mouth super healthy, but most importantly, my teeth extra white, without any toxic ingredients. I love how my smile feels and looks, and I know you'll love Lumino as much as I do too. Get 15% off your order today by going to getlumino.com/think and use code THINK. That's GETLUMINEUX.com/think. Code THINK to save 15%. Getlumino.com/think.